Y'all, welcome back to another episode of Herbal Tea Thursday. Y'all, I don't have no herbal tea today. I did have it though this morning. Let me show you what I did have. So I had it this morning in my Healing, My Journey tumbler, y'all. Link is in the description, forvibrations.com. Go on and cop you a tumbler or two or a mug so you can get your Herbal Tea Thursday on. And y'all, get your turn up on. Get your turn up on Forward Vibrations brand. I'm starting this episode off with bigging up my biz because that's the title. Y'all, it's your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Jovonnie, and I help those with endometriosis and polycystic ovary syndrome reduce chronic pain, eliminate and minimize distress, and get rid of those horrible irregular periods, y'all, because it is not the vibe you should be living with. Not the vibe you should be living with. And y'all, you see her, and you've seen her several times before. It's my girl, Cynthia.
What's up, JoJo?
For show. Go ahead, Cynthia, let them know who you are.
My name is Cynthia, and I host a podcast called Sports Sense, where we get to the heart and soul of your competitive spirit by exploring the passion behind your connection to sports. And I also host a live every Wednesday, 7:27-ish p.m. called Big Up Your Biz. And this is where businesses can come in and talk about themselves for a few minutes, get new clients, customers, or people can come in and find products and services that they're looking for. And I'm excited to be here with my girl, JoJo.
I appreciate it, y'all. Guess what? The Empire Plates, Empire Lives podcast. That's the host. I'm your host, Jovonnie, healthy habits and lifestyle coach Jovonnie. And we dropped 50 episodes yesterday on the Empower Plates, Empire Lives podcast. Y'all, I forgot to name my podcast, but I heard Cynthia say hers. So I forgot to say it, but I just got it in there. Just in case you're new and this is the first episode you've ever watched or tuned in with Herbal Tea Thursday. And y'all, I forgot to tell you what was in my tumbler. So what was in my tumbler was some red raspberry leaf tea, because that's really good to drink when you are flowing on your menstrual cycle. And then I also tapped in a little nettle tea. So I had a mixture of the two this morning to get my day started. So Cynthia, what is one way that you like to show up for yourself? What is one way you like to show up for yourself?
It's a combination of showing for me and my dogs. We go walking every morning. We just started this a couple months ago. We go walking every morning. We don't walk as far as we used to because my girl's got arthritis, but we get out there and we walk on the days when she's feeling good enough to walk. You know, I'm a dog mom, so I feel bad if I have to walk one and can't walk the other. So on days when she's not feeling good, we don't walk at all.
I got you. I love that too. Me and Spencer have been on it like the last few weeks, but Spencer woke up kind of limping on Sunday morning. And so I took him to urgent care, and it really wasn't anything. Like he wasn't having any type of pain by the time I took him there. Like he wasn't limping. He was still like running around, walking, everything. But they were kind of like massaging through, and they were like, oh, maybe he has just a little inflammation in his pinky toe. Man, Spencer has been tearing the house up and down, speed rest, and I'm thinking they told me only like to let him rest this week, so we haven't been walking. But I love walking with Spencer in the mornings, and I love showing up for me and him to get the day started. My endorphins flowing, my mood is stabilized. I'm ready to conquer today, but it feels absolutely amazing. But I love that too. But I guess the other way I like to show it for myself is finding something good to eat that I enjoy.
Wait, Spencer got gout in his pinky toe?
Girl, don't put that on my baby. Do not put that on my baby. I think Spencer just slept on it wrong. I think that's all it was. He just kind of slept up on it wrong. You know, sometimes he like to curl up, have it all kind of ways. I think that's just all it was. Don't put that. I ain't going to say the G word on my baby and his pinky toe. I think
Spencer
that's just
sleeps and eats good better than most dogs. He probably eats better than my dog.
And that is not true, because you know how you chef it up around there. So I'm not even going there. So that was our check-in, y'all. Yes, so now we're moving into the wellness win. Wellness win for the week. Wellness win for the week. I'll go first on this one, Cynthia. Since you went first in the last one. Wellness win for the week. Wellness win for the week. I'm going to say that my wellness win for the week is that I dropped 50 episodes of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. Why is that a wellness win? Even though my podcast is not yet monetized, my consistency and my ability to show up in my podcast space and for my audience is a win for me, because it is almost to that year mark when I first dropped my first 3 episodes. I dropped 3 at the same time, and this person right here was one of the ones that was just like, just release an episode. Just do it. You don't have to
You were
have
holding
10
on to
files.
them.
Just do it. And
Do
so
it
I'm
ugly.
really
Do it
excited
ugly.
about it, because a lot of times people say podcasts don't last. And people don't keep showing up with them, and they don't keep putting things out, and they don't have passion behind them, and they just kind of fade away. And so I'm excited that I made the 50th mark.
Yeah.
And now I'm excited and looking forward to what it's going to feel like once I get to 100. So that is my wellness win. What you got, Sports Sense?
My wellness win for the week is, for the first time, I think probably in about, I might say almost a year. God, was it Monday? It might have been Tuesday. It was Tuesday. I got on the treadmill. I've been working out, lifting weights, walking the dogs. And I'm going to tell you, I avoid the treadmill like some people avoid a dentist. I avoid a treadmill like George Jefferson's hairline avoided his forehead. I'm going to tell you. But I got on there and I did 30 minutes. And I guess because of all the working out and eating better that I've been doing, I got on there and 30 minutes was like nothing. And I'm like, okay. But I only had 30 minutes because I still have to come back, walk the dogs. But yeah. Yep. So that's my wellness win for the week. That's my wellness win for the week. Are you laughing?
Sounds good, y'all. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channels. All right. Subscribe to our YouTube channels. I'm about to drop Cynthia's right now, in the event that you aren't seeing her streaming from her side and you see it on mine. But I just dropped in the comments Cynthia's YouTube channel. Go and subscribe. This is her episode 9, her bike, where it says my bike. That is what it is. Subscribe to her channel. Check out her podcast. And then in the description of my video, 4 vibrations, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. I don't know if I say that enough, and I have to work on saying it more, because I looked at my analytics today and I have more people not subscribed viewing my content and getting value. And so I would love for you to make sure that you are not just tuning in and checking out the vibes of 4 vibrations, but make sure you're also subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell so you never miss a live, a video drop, a short drop, a show up of any sort, or a way that you can support me, because I really appreciate it. So thank you for following and subscribing us. All right, so we're talking about Big Up Your Biz today, and I'm here with Sports Sense, aka Cynthia. And she's all about bigging up her biz, y'all. She's all about being at a place where people can big up your biz.
Look at you out wearing the bracelets before I even had a chance to put mine on. But there we go.
It's all right. It's all right. I got both of them on. Both of them on for Sports Sense podcast and Big Up Your Biz. Today we're talking about the importance of bigging up your biz. Yes. Sometimes people think that they're talking enough about their business, but not enough people really know about their business. And it's in the repetition of constantly talking about your business, who you serve, and making sure that they know that you're there for them, is a way that's going to attract them to be able to even get the business and opportunity for you to impact and serve other people. And so sometimes for entrepreneurs, they're not used to getting in a space to big up their biz. Right. Cynthia has created that space to big up that biz and allowing people to consistently show up every Wednesday on multiple platforms to go live in front of her audience and anybody else that shows up to big up your biz. I have gotten subscribers from showing up on Big Up Your Biz. I've gotten followers from Big Up Your Biz. I've also gotten people that actually poured into me with different ideas and ways that I can show up for my business doing Big Up Your Biz. So Big Up Your Biz is not just promoting your business. It's also people pouring into you and with their creativity to give you strategy for your business. And then third, it gives you a place just for you to be present online when some people don't have like a physical, what do you call it? A physical
brick and mortar store.
There you go, brick and mortar business. And so they feel like most of their stuff is online. And so when you get to show up, you have the opportunity now to answer questions that people might have about your business. And so it's just this beautiful space that Cynthia has created that she's going to tell you all about, why her passion kind of got started with Bigging Up Your Biz and how you could utilize the Big Up Your Biz platform to best serve you. Go ahead, Cynthia.
Yes. Look, Big Up Your Biz is a place where you come and talk about your business. That's the sole purpose of it, is for you to talk about your business. A lot of times, we think that when we're marketing our businesses and when we're trying to get the word out, we have to spend all these hundreds of thousands of dollars, And one thing I always say in my show, everybody doesn't have, if you do, good for you, that $7 million to pay for a Super Bowl commercial. Like if you do, can I hold some? Anyway, but look, or you don't have the hundreds of thousands that you need to put on a billboard, the side of a bus or bus stop or anything, or maybe even out a newspaper or magazine. Big Up Your Biz costs you absolutely nothing but your time and your dedication. Because I'm going to tell you one thing, this lady right here, she's been on, I want to say she may have missed some weeks, but she's been on almost every week bigging up her biz. And you have to, if you want people to know about your business, if you want your brand to grow, if you want people to want to patronize, nobody's going to big up your business better than you are. Nobody's going to do that for you better and bigger than you are. You know your business inside and out. You know where you can find you. You know what you sell. You know the quality of the products that you have or the quality of your service. Why not talk about it? Why not talk about it? And like me, I have a podcast, Sports Sense. I also, I'm a crafter. Now I have a regular, 8 to 5 job. But when people ask me, well, what do you do? I'm a podcaster. My podcast is Sports Sense. Normally, depending on where I'm going, I have one of my bracelets on. And I say, I also host a show called Big Up Your Biz. Oh, well, what is that? And I tell them about it. I don't tell anybody. The company that pays me during the day, they don't need my help. They don't need my publicity. I'm not trying to be there forever. I'm a podcaster and I talk sports and I host podcasts. I host shows. I do crafts. You got to talk up your business. You've got to talk it up. One thing you will never, ever, and I'm going to say never, ever, I don't know. But one thing you will never, ever, ever hear people or the president of Nike say, don't buy nothing from us.
That part.
You're not going to ever hear the president of Walmart or the owner of Chick-fil-A say, don't come here.
You know what I think about, Cynthia? Now that you just said that came to mind, and you're talking about CEOs and they're saying don't buy here. Something that I learned, and I don't know what I was listening to. It might have been a podcast, maybe one from Omar. And I'm thinking it was pretty much saying like people always talk about how like what do they have to offer, how they could serve you. And it's really about articulating how the people can benefit from what you have. And it's like shifting it to like a customer lens, like saying the right things to the customers to let them know how you're here for them. It's one thing to say, I can provide this service, this, you heard what I just started? I can provide this. Do you need so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so? Are you looking for an option or a space to do this, that, and the fourth? I think that's where we sometimes have to start shifting our conversation to better attract the customers that we know we're here to serve, because we get so much caught into I'm here. I help those with endometriosis. You see what I'm saying? And then I'm saying how I'm able to help you versus, are you in chronic pain? Do you have a heavy period? Do you even know if your period is heavy? Are you bleeding out of your pads? Are you unable to walk around the house naturally without being in any type of pain? Does your lower back hurt like you got kidney issues or something like that before your period comes on? That is how I should be talking to the people all the time, to let them know, like, if you are suffering from those things, It's your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Jovonnie. Let me help you. And that's what came to mind, Cynthia, when you started talking that way and
Yeah.
saying what the CEO is saying. And sometimes I don't even really like the CEO term, like for entrepreneurs and businesses of like 1, 2 people, like that small group.
Yeah.
I like it's visionaries because we still have this vision of how we're out here, wanting to impact or already impacting and believing of our impact on a larger scale. And so like I've shifted even in my signature of my email to say Forward Vibrations Visionary, because I'm the person who had the initial vision for the versus a chief executive officer. Like what that doesn't give me a feel that you have a vision of how you want to impact, how you want to serve, how you plan to show up for other people. And so when you said that, it made me feel like, let me catch this vibe real quick.
See, I'm gonna have to do that. The sports podcast visionary. Yeah, like that.
Could be because you're already the film creation creator.
You're right. But then what you're talking about is servant leadership. And I won't say it's a fairly new term. It's a term that's big in business. But what it is how do you serve your community while also leading your community? And the way I see it, I'm serving my community by having Big Up Your Biz, but I'm also the leader of Big Up Your Biz. I want to lead other people into getting their businesses out there. What I don't want to ever happen is somebody say, I came on Big Up Your Biz and I ain't get nothing out of it. I don't even know why that show was on. I don't ever want to hear that. I don't even want to. First of all, I'm like, what show you listening to? Because obviously it wasn't mine. So I don't know what you were listening to, but you need to come to the real Big Up Your Biz, because I'm sure eventually there will be copycats out there,
It's possible. But there'll never be another you. You can't be duplicated.
There will never be another me.
So,
right.
Yeah.
And so what I want you to take away from Big Up Your Biz is you were able to go on, talk about your business. You've gotten customers, you've gotten listeners, you've got subscribers, and not just like a one-time customer. Yeah, you'll have those, but you got people who are loyal, who become loyal to your business because you provide something that they want, something that they need, and they feel like, I have to have that. I want people to keep coming back to Big Up Your Biz. Because let's say 5 years from now, when I'm on episode, I don't know, 300 and something for Big Up Your Biz, I want somebody who's like at episode 4 or 5 to come back and say, okay, this is what's happened to me in the past 3-4 years since I've been on Big Up Your Biz. My business has grown exponentially. I've got tons of subscribers. I'm making money left and right. I'm almost having to turn customers away because I have so many. I've got to start expanding. I want Big Up Your Biz to be a catalyst for helping your business to grow. And I'm there every week. I'm there, except if I'm not there, then, well, one, come check on me. But number 2, it was just something unavoidable happened that I couldn't help. But since November 15th,
you don't see me, come check on me too. You don't see me here on a Thursday. Send me a DM, flag me down, email. Yo, what's going on, Jovonnie? You want on Herbal Tea Thursday? Like, make sure you let me know. If you don't see me on a Thursday,
come check on me.
Come check on me. Check on me. I love that. You know what I think I'm gonna do, Cynthia? I think moving forward, because like you said, I have missed a few Big Up Your Biz, and that's because I've had podcast recordings or pre-recordings during that time, because I love showing up and supporting you, but I also like to show up and support my business by showing up for me as well. I want to start coming to Big Up Your Biz and have a question for the audience, like how I've been able to get strategy before. Put a question out there and seeing what people would think and how they would respond, because people, there's certain areas of your business in where you haven't really got to your target audience, or you've gotten to a place where your audience is actually responding to you. And you always have somebody on Big Up Your Biz with you, whether it's somebody else on the same platform you are on, or somebody's hearing you on TikTok when you're on IG, and people can still interact, engage, and support. So I think moving forward, how I want to level up my experience on Big Up Your Biz is to come with a question that I would have wanted to ask my target audience to see what their insight would be, or even Do you think this would be beneficial? Would you attend this type of event? What would you think about in regards to community? That's a big thing right now for me. What are you looking for in a community? And just start asking people, what are some of their things that they're wanting to look into? What are some things you want to change about your healthy habits right now, or your lifestyle? Asking some of those questions, and maybe those questions will lead to content. Maybe those questions will lead to me being able to be a little bit more mindful moving forward of what people are needing as a whole in general versus just the specific target audience or clientele that I want to help. Because if you're helping one person, pretty much what you're doing for one person, somebody else can still benefit from. And so I think that's what I want to do to elevate my Big Up Your Biz.
Well, bring it on, ma'am. Bring it on. And there was a point where I was asking a question. I think I did it for like a couple of weeks in a row. And I think the first question I asked, and I remember it was actually, I was asking it to Auntie Shaky. And she came on, and I asked her, what brings you peace? Totally something not about your business. And I asked, what brings you peace? And for some people, that's a hard question to answer. And for her, she was like, she never thought of it. But then she said, well, now I'll give you something to think about. Great. That was a purpose. Give you something to think about other than your business. Because we all know we're in business and we are working and working and working and working and working. And if like you and I have a regular job on top of that, that we're using as I'm going to say it down, as a funding source for
a private investor.
That's right. A private investor for our businesses. We're working, we're not just working 8 hours a day. There have been days when, I'll get up at 5 a.m. and I know I'm not going to walk the dogs till 6. So I'll do something, for Sports Sense or Coleman Creations. And then I go walk the dogs and come back and do my regular job. And then after I get off that, then start doing other stuff. I may put in a 16-hour day total, or maybe for me, about a 14-hour day total, because somewhere I'm going to have to have a nap. Mm-hmm. But
and I feel you. Weekends, I do the same thing. Sometimes if my feet not touching the floor and I'm not ready to get up, I'm already talking to, how we got our team members. Our team members. I'm already talking to Kwame, the holistic sapphire doctor. Yeah. I'm already talking to the, our team members.
Our team members, yes.
To start generating, innovating ideas, creating things to get me more focused and on point. Yeah. You see it. What's up, Sophia? Miss Sophia Simpson. Yeah, so I feel like that's the vibe for me. And so it's like sometimes you're always working. There's no clock in when you're an entrepreneur. There's no clock in when you are a podcaster, because the whole purpose is we're showing up to provide value and content. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to give you my top 2 things that I've absolutely loved so far with the 50 episodes on the Empire Plates and Power Lives podcast. And then we're going to conclude.
I'm so excited.
One, I am absolutely loving the opportunity to learn. Like, I am learning so much from other people, their health journeys, their obstacles, the things they've done to shift their symptoms, reverse their symptoms, heal and impact other people. Mm-hmm. And that has been one of my first biggest things I love. I love that I'm learning. 2, I love that I'm creating a safe space for people to grow. Okay. And how are they growing? They're knowing. And once they know something or hear something, they can now take that information and go do their own research and empower themselves to move forward and apply it. And I love that. Those are my 2 major things that I love about podcasting. And then the third is that once the content is out there, it's out there forever. Okay. And so the conversations we're having today, people can listen to 10, 20, 30, 50 years from now. And there's no age limit or no qualifications. Nobody has to come and say, hey, your story, your journey, your value, what you have to say and what you want to offer to the people. Yeah, we want it or we don't want it. There's a time limit on this. This is how we want you to do this. This is how we want you to do that. We can show up any way we want to. And, and Cynthia, you can speak to that too. You talked about it before. You said, for so long, I always wanted to talk sports because I've loved sports. And now you talked about your age and you said, I'm doing this thing because at this age, I now feel free, bold enough and confident enough to do what I'm doing right now. Age is not stopping me, and I'm loving it because I'm passionate about it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because the one thing I always want to make sure that I do is enjoy what I'm doing. I don't want to ever get to a point to where I'm doing my podcast and it's like, I have to do this again. Or I'm doing Big Up Your Biz. I'm like, oh, I don't feel like going to talk to these people again. I don't ever want to feel that way. I love sports. I'm passionate about the sports I talk, even though I'm changing my show a little bit to focus more on women in sports. I'm still going to talk football. I'm not going to just talk women in sports. That's going to be my main focus. But there's still lots of men in sports that I want to talk to them too. So I don't want to get to the point to where I'm like, oh God, who do I have to talk to this week? Okay, I don't want to talk to them. No, I don't do that. No, because if I get to that point, then I know it's time for me to stop. Now, hopefully, that'll be at episode like 4,080 something, in about 100 years from now. So I like
that's not going to happen for you, because I remember when we were talking about it and you were like, what happens if you have to transition your podcast to somebody else, or you would sell your podcast to somebody else and let them take. You was like, mine. No, I don't think. No, even my little cousin. Nope. Nope. It's mine. I'm holding on to it. So I don't think that's anything that you'll do. So y'all, it has been an absolute amazing pleasure to just have this conversation about bigging up your biz, strategy on how you can show up on Big Up Your Biz. Cynthia's Big Up Your Biz every Wednesday. For me, it's 6:27 Central Standard Time. For her, it's 7:27-ish Eastern Standard Time on Instagram, TikTok. Is it on Facebook too? Or is
it
just
Facebook?
Instagram?
It's Facebook Live too.
Yeah. Facebook Live. So y'all pull up, go find businesses, podcasters that you would love to support. Show up to get some insight to me when I come, because now I'm coming with questions so I can be able to elevate my Big Up Your Biz experience while also shifting how I show up and talk, and make sure I'm speaking directly to my target audience and clientele, so they know that I'm here to support them, and I'm excited and empowered, and I love the idea of helping them. And so that's what we got for today, y'all. It's your Healthy Habits and Lifestyle Coach, Jovonnie, host of the Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives podcast. In the description of this video are some links. Y'all go vibe with me. Check out the links. There's stuff that's in there that's free. There's things in there that's just a whole vibe. I got a 1-day planner, y'all. A 1-day planner from the 1-day code April. She was the 50th episode that dropped. The coupon code or the discount code is Vibrations. Go and get that 90-day planner. Listen to that episode so you know all the amazing things she was able to accomplish by using that 90-day planner. And remember, you get 1 day at a time to go out and win. So check out the links in the description. Cynthia, you want to let them know where they can find you?
You can find me at Sports Sense everywhere. IG, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter. And there's probably many more places that I'm not thinking of. YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on that notification so you get those reminders. Look, I'm everywhere. You can find Big Up Your Biz every Wednesday, 7:27-ish p.m. on TikTok Live at CRV Diva, on Facebook Live at CRV Diva, and on IG Live at Sports Sense. So come check it out.
And I dropped her YouTube again in the comments, y'all. So if you're watching this and it's not live, it's in the comments for you, so you can slide and check out Cynthia. Y'all, we love you. We thank you. But most importantly, it's been a vibe up in here for Herbal Tea Thursday, y'all. I hope you got your wellness check on, because we out here and we winning 1 day at a time.
Right.